Hi, welcome to the opening warm-up. Let's start with just a couple minutes of a breathing warm-up. What we'll do here is we'll take a few nice deep breaths, feeling the diaphragmatic breathing. The belly pushes out, the upper body is loose and relaxed and essentially undisturbed by the process of the breathing. Loosen the shoulders and neck as we do this. Feel free to roll your shoulders and neck around a little bit if you need to. Okay, nice deep breath. Feeling the belly expand. And again, the loose shoulders and neck as we do this. Consciously relaxing the face and the jaw. And also feeling a loose, relaxed tongue, especially where it attaches to the throat. Yeah, nice. Now let's do a couple where we'll bear down in the core muscles, pushing out the air, kind of like you're blowing out candles on a cake, and you'll feel the bearing down action of your core muscles. So nice deep breath. Yeah, another one like that. Very nice. And now let's do a couple where we slow down the exhalation into a controlled exhalation, making a sound that essentially reminds me, if Darth Vader meditated, this is the sound that we might expect. And so a nice deep breath and just creating that sound, which essentially means that we are creating some impact upon the nasal cavity with our airflow, as well as coming through the mouth. And this gives us better control over the flow of the air, the evenness of the airflow, and even eventually gives us control over things like projection and applications like that. So let's try that. Nice deep breath and then slowly releasing the air. Yeah, very nice. Let's try another one like that, and this time we'll try to go just a little bit slower. So nice deep breath. All right, and we'll finish now with one final one where we'll be going so slow now, it'll be the same mechanics, but we no longer will hear the ah. Now we'll simply measure our airflow by feeling warmth on the palm of the hand, kind of like when you gently fog a window, or when you used to fog a window. So nice deep breath, and then we'll just warm the palm of our hand, which will be this will be the slowest and longest of all, and it actually is what most closely approximates what we want singing to feel like. So nice deep breath. Right, very nice. And no worries if you didn't necessarily go as long as I did there. Over time, you'll notice that, hey, you know, I can go a couple seconds longer and my airflow feels just a little bit more even as I deliver it. And this will directly contribute to your ability to hold notes a little bit longer or get to the end of a long line with good tone and support, that sort of thing. And the reason I say it most closely approximates what we want singing to feel like is because, you know, if I hold a note, essentially what I feel is warmth on the palm of my hand. All right, so let's shift gears now, and let's try a couple of opening exercises with vocalizing. And so the first thing we'll do, before I move to the piano, let's try an opening warm-up with what I call horse lips. Some people call it a lip bubble or a lip trill. And it basically involves taking your fingers, putting them near the corners of your mouth, gently pushing in and up so that you're inducing looseness in the jaw. And then with a deep breath, making a sound through flapping lips. By doing this, we're inducing looseness in the jaw, which is something that we want from a singing perspective, and by keeping the lips flapping, it ensures that we have a constant flow of air from down below. If you feel yourself doing this exercise and you get a little bit of a if you start to sputter, then just re-engage down here. So it encourages us to stay engaged in our core muscle area. As an opening warm-up, what we'll do is we'll start low in the range, we'll move a little bit higher in the range, and then we'll come back down. So it'll sound like this. Nice deep breath. Yeah, and now what we'll do is we'll do a few of these, and we'll gently stretch a little bit higher with each one. So nice deep breath again. Yeah, very nice. Let's try another one like that, staying loose and relaxed in the shoulders and neck as we do this. And let's try another one, and now we'll start to try to move toward a squeakier part of the voice if you haven't already started to do that. Nice deep breath. Yeah, very nice. Let's try a couple more of those. Two more to finish it off. Nice deep breath again. Yeah, and always just gently stretching a little bit higher. Let's try one last one. Nice deep breath. Very nice. And if you notice yourself experiencing any tension in the neck and shoulder area, then you want to stop short of going so high that that undue tension comes into the neck and shoulders. It should always feel nice and loose and relaxed as we move into those higher sounds. And this is one of the ways, one of the reasons that this is such a great opening warm-up, is this is one of the ways in which we can access those higher tones before, and we're doing it by, of course, inducing looseness in the jaw and working from down below, so creating this sort of best of both worlds scenario for our instrument before we actually decide to open our mouth and perhaps, you know, make sounds in a higher part of the voice. Okay, so let's move now onto the piano, and what we'll do here is we'll just do a gentle resonance exercise designed to just get the vocal cords working a little bit. Sometimes this will actually end up, you know, helping to, you know, to clear any cobwebs in there and the phlegm and, you know, that sort of thing. And if you notice that, that's perfectly normal to have a little bit of, you know, needing to clear a little bit. Try to do it gently because, you know, clearing the throat is actually bit of friction on the vocal cords, and we don't want to be too intense with that. But a little bit of, if you really need to, is okay. So let's try. Let's try this. This is basically a simple resonance exercise. We'll start with a gentle humming sound. And then what we'll do is we'll just unhinge the jaw to its most comfortably open spot. You know, not necessarily going past that locked jaw point, just letting the jaw unhinge. And we'll start in an area that will be user-friendly for both men and women. It'll be in the throaty part of the resonance, or what we might think of as our speaking voice area. And for women, this will be near the bottom of your speaking voice, and for men, it'll be near the top of the speaking voice. But all the while, it'll essentially be in a relatively comfortable throaty resonance. So let's try that, and then we'll move a little bit higher. As we move higher, for the men, if it gets uncomfortable or if you feel tension in your neck that you can't really avoid, then it's okay to take a break for a few notes, or to even switch octaves if you want to, if you want to try to move lower as the notes are moving higher. For women, the reverse will be true. As we move lower, if it starts to feel uncomfortable, the lower and lower we go, you can take a break for a few notes, or you can switch octaves and move to a higher place. Okay, so let's try this. We'll start right here. So a nice deep breath. Yeah, exactly like that. And then let's try one here. Good. And then one here. Light lips together. Very nice. And not too tight as we put the lips together. Yeah, trying to maintain a feeling of resonance even as we unhinge the jaw. And one here. And for men, if you try notes up here and your voice starts to crack a little bit, that's okay. You can let your voice crack if it wants to. At least that will mean that you're staying loose and relaxed in your neck. And then coming down a little bit. Yeah, and this will feel like the bottom of the female range here. And you can switch octaves or feel free to take a break if needed. coming up a little bit. And let's all finish with one here. Very nice. That concludes the opening warm-up. Next, you would want to move on to some opening exercises, vocal exercises, beginning exercises for the vowels and or consonants. So anyway, thanks for going through the opening warm-up, and come on back whenever you need it. Take care. Bye-bye.